Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Raw Doing Stuff Outside. Today we're headed to the cabin. I've got two of my boys. I've got Josh and I've got Kyler with me. We're gonna take the snow dogs, see if we can make it to the cabin. Stick around, we'll take you on that adventure. Yeah.
That would go way better without that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine on the flat.
Yeah.
But going up these hills.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna.
This one's died on me like 3 times. I think it's because that air filter's not on there. Yeah, don't touch that, it's hot. It's just spinning around, the weld broke.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have to re-weld it.
Oh, your tensioner vent.
I pushed it over because it came off. Huh?
Oh, it bent it too.
Yeah, well I bent it to get it out of the way so it wouldn't stay on. When we get up there, we'll have to see if we can loosen that motor up and slide it back.
Dang bumps were
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, those whoop-de-doos, I hate them. I nearly fell off a few times.
You have to like push down on it to keep the front up. Oh, they're terrible.
I hate them.
Just because the snowmobiles like go and then they stop. Go.
I hate that, Dad. Like, I nearly...
We should have stopped down there and let it cool for a while. Is it too hot or can you get it on there? It's hot. Yeah, that's a ride on this thing with those whoops.
Yeah, those whoops.
Snap.
Oh, I hate them.
All right, guys, so we found out the limits here. That's a little much. It's the remnants of our belt. I guess 2 guys, 2 sleds, and a bunch of gear going up these steep hills is quite enough. And plus these whoops, it's not helping because you got to be on and off the throttle so much.
You never spin though.
Yeah. We're gonna get a new belt put on. Luckily we have one. And then we'll head on up the rest of the way to the cabin.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We should have stopped like halfway though.
Yeah, and let it cool.
Like right there at that one corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sweating.
We got Kyler breaking trail for us, which is a big help. He says he made it, so this tree, the branches down would right now make the perfect shelter for winter camping. In fact, there's some tracks going down underneath it. Not sure what they are. Something's probably been living under there. At least took a night's sleep under there. Here we go, guys. This is a lot of snow. All right, home free now. All right, guys, so we got the fire going. We got it at what? Let's say about what, 38 in here right now. So we'll see what we can get it warmed up to. We'll get it nice and cozy here in no time. So here's the pond down there. You can see the dock there. The poles, the snow's almost to the top of the poles, and the snow's almost to the bottom of the dock there. Quite a bit of snow up here, the most I've ever seen. See this coming off the roof here, looks pretty cool. It's all draped down up here. Let's go check this out. Look at that. Bet that falls when we get some heat in there. Take a look at the stream here. It's pretty cool looking. Alright guys, little update. It's about 6:30. We've been here about 4 or 5 hours. Got it up to like 69 degrees in here, so we're getting there. We got our little heater on over there, got the wood stove ripping. Now we're gonna cook some dinner. Looks like we're gonna have some hot dogs and this pastaroni that the box was completely destroyed on the way up here. So we'll see how that goes. This got a little damp. Little moisture got on this box on the way up here, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. What you doing, Kai?
Just gonna cook me a wiener here.
It's time for dinner.
Yep.
Let's see the master, Kyler, roasting.
Well, good thing we got a bunch of coal here.
Yeah, is it a little warm?
Hot.
Yeah. That's a good looking dog you got there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice one.
Yeah, and all you have to do is keep turning it.
Yep.
A little bit charred.
The char's the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's a perfect dog.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Perfect dog.
Yeah, now I gotta get a plate for it.
Alright, Kyler's gonna show us how to make the perfect dog, right?
Yep. Okay, but first I gotta find a way.
Here, I'll help you out.
Alright, thanks. Because I don't want to put a red hot roasting stick on here.
Alright.
So yeah, what you gotta do is get it onto the bun.
We've got some ketchup here. You want to get some of that?
Yeah. Then you want to shake it up because there's some of that disgusting vinegar in there, and you don't want to be having that separate from the ketchup.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Mm-hmm. And what I usually like to do is just put it in a perfectly straight line across the wiener. And yep, that's, here you go.
Let us know how it tastes.
All right.
If it's 1 thumbs up or 2 thumbs ups.
The shard makes it real good.
Yep.
Pastaroni.
All right, we got our pastaroni done here, so we're gonna have to get Kyler some of that too. Gourmet meal tonight. Is this one of your favorite meals?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cook myself a dog. Got myself the chili cheese ones though. Kyler doesn't go for those, but it's where it's at. I'm gonna cook this dog. Good dog. Roasted hot dog. It's gonna be some good eats. All right guys, so we got our pastaroni, a few sun chips. They're in little pieces because the ride up here wasn't so good on them. Our chili cheese dog here. Let's see how this is. There's something to be said for a hot dog over the fire. This is way better than any way else. Having the pastaroni because it's one of Kyler's favorite things, something he'll eat. It's a Kyler meal because he likes everything on it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my dinner and we'll check back with you later. Alright guys, good morning. We got Kyler back here watching the WrestleMania. It's about 70 degrees in here right now. I had to get up at 5:30 and stoke the fire. Now we're going to make some breakfast. Later this afternoon we're going to maybe venture down to the lake and see if we can find some ice and put a hole in it, see if we can catch a fish. But for now, we're going to make some breakfast burritos. Alright guys, I got some well, on the package they call it center cut bacon, but it's also buckboard bacon. Tastes just like bacon, but they make it out of basically a pork roast, or pork butt instead of the pork belly. So has less fat in it. I like it. So that's what we're gonna have with our breakfast burritos today. You gotta have some pepper on your bacon. It's the only way to do it. A couple of these that are done. I'm gonna get those out of there. Alright guys, so I decided to step outside, take a break from cooking for a second because I noticed something interesting. This thermometer says it's about 6 degrees out here this morning. See, it got really cold last night. You look at this is a cement bridge here. I've never seen this happen with this stream before, but the water backed up and it's frozen the stream up to there. And you can see, let's see if I can step out here without getting my feet wet. This little hole right here where the water's just bubbling up and going back in. It's frozen all the way down here. This is all frozen. It must have gotten really, really cold last night to freeze this, because this is moving water. It looks pretty cool though. I mean, these right here, the ice is made of a waterfall going down that way. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I say, I've been up here a few times in the winter and I've never seen that happen. So it must have got really cold. Let me take a look around a bit. I don't have my snow boots on, so I can't go too far, but it's the deepest snow as I've seen up here. I'm sure it's been deeper, and it will be by the end of this winter, because we're only the end of January. Yeah, we're only the end of January and it's this deep, so usually February we get quite a few storms as well, so we'll see what happens. I better go check on the bacon though. Alright guys, so me and Josh are having breakfast burritos, but Kyler doesn't do breakfast burritos, but he does do fried eggs. So I'm going to fry him a couple eggs. Alright, we got Kyler's eggs done. Put a little bit of that in there with your eggs when you're cooking it for your breakfast burritos. Good stuff. Anyway, the eggs are about done. So what I like to do, I like to grab my cheese. They were using this Colby Jack. And put some on there, then your cheese is nice and melted inside your burrito there. Instead of putting it on nice and cold. Alright guys, I'm going to dish this up. Get some eggs on here. A little bit more salt so for good measure. Alright, we're going to go eat this. Alright guys, we're going to give this here breakfast burrito a try. Everything always tastes better at the cabin, you know. That's a really good breakfast burrito. Tasty. I'm gonna go sit down in front of the fire, in front of the heat, take my drink, my burrito, sit down, relax, just have a good time. The water is now running under the ice instead of over the ice. I don't know if I dare walk out there, I'll probably fall in. Here's the old redneck hot tub. It's almost full of snow and the old wood stove's buried. There will be no fire in that up this weekend. It's a pretty good trudge up through here. Something crossed through right here at one time. Some kind of animal. The bottom of that down there. Some snow. Alright, so we made it over here. See where some of that snow's fallen off, but I probably ought to move that track sled. If the rest of that decides to come off there, it's going to cover it. There's quite a bit of snow on the roof. The chimney. Still a lot of snow up there. Sorry I'm breathing hard, but I have to trudge through that snow to get up here. It's pretty peaceful and cool looking though. It's crazy. I'm gonna go check out underneath this tree on the lawn. See if we can trudge over there. It's pretty cool. You get down in here, you'd be out of the elements. There's the old animal feeder. Something's been down through here not too long ago. There's tracks going through here. Looks like, my guess would be a coyote. So they look like dog prints. So I'm guessing a coyote came through there. Looks like we're out of corn. It's completely empty. Yeah, if you were looking for a shelter, this wouldn't be half bad, huh? Trick is getting out of there without getting snow down your neck. Yeah.
Dang it!
Wolfed it. That didn't go as planned.
It wasn't going, it all of a sudden split.
Yeah. All right. Hang 10. All right, guys, we're gonna see about venturing down to the lake. This is a little sketchy. It's gonna be a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not real excited about this. I was just gonna go test for the thickness down there. It seems like there's about probably 6 to 12 inches of water on top of the ice, which makes it a little sketchy. Down here where the water comes out by the dock, he just stuck his shovel down here and it went all the way through. So it's kind of weird. Go another couple steps out. Huh? No? You're going all the way through it, aren't you? Yeah, that thing's not even frozen, dude.
No.
You can just go all the way through it. The snow's insulated it so much that it's not even frozen underneath. That kind of sucks. The only way you're gonna fish is to do it off the dock right here.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you can drop one down off there and catch something. Because this is the deepest place, right here.
It all just falls back in.
Yeah, so this is the issue we're having, guys. We pull the slush out, it just fills back in with more slush. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a line down there or not.
I want to grab the snow dog.
All right, guys, so we've determined that you just can't do it. The slush, every time you try to clean out the hole, it just fills in with more slush, because that's all it is slush. And first I thought it had a layer of slush than ice, and it does in some places, but you don't dare walk out there because you don't know where those are at, and it's just not worth falling through the ice for a fish. So I'm just gonna head on back up to the cabin and relax, and we'll catch back up with you when we get up there. So I'm not too excited to hike back up this hill in knee-deep snow, but that's what we're gonna do. So here we go. Oh, so I've just got back. I was tired. I went and got a drink, and I came out here and I sat on this rock out on the lawn, just kind of laid down out here, and I looked up at the sky and started watching the clouds go by, looking at the trees with the snow on them. I just kind of sitting here thinking of, you know, we all think of, and I have these thoughts too, of when we're coming up somewhere like this. It's hard to get here. It's going to be cold. It's a lot of effort, because it is. You got to get the cabin warmed up, and you got to get the snow dogs up here, and you got to get those loaded. But every time I show up here and take a minute like this to stop and look up at the sky and watch the world go by, it reminds me why I do it. Because it's so peaceful to get out of the city, get out of the mess of things, and just sit up here and watch the world go by for a minute without any distractions or anything like that. It's just nice to sit here for a minute and take it all in, and the beauty of it up here, it's unreal. if you get a chance, take it. I mean, people always say it's so much effort and it's so hard to do, and it is, but it's also so rewarding. You get up here and you see the snow on the trees and the clouds going by and the sun coming through the trees, snow falling off the trees, the stream, all that kind of stuff. It makes all that work worth it and makes you wonder why you don't do it more often, or if I had the means, why I wouldn't just live here, away from all that mess of the city and all the trouble and everything that way. So that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna go inside now because I'm getting a little wet and cold, and just sit back and relax with the boys and enjoy some time with them. Potatoes are looking good, guys. They're getting there. A few more minutes. Alright guys, so got this Lowry's steak marinade. It's a little beat up because of the ride up here. And what I'm going to do is just put that in with our deer back strap. Stick this back in the refrigerator, let it sit till it's time to cook dinner. Alright guys, so now I've got my potatoes cooking over there. I've got my meat that I pulled out of the marinade. We've got some flour here and some egg. And what we're going to do is we're going to bread these pieces up. I've got my oil heating up so we can deep fry them. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so in the flour, it's just about a cup and a half of flour here. I'm just going to add a little bit of paprika. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of pepper, about a tablespoon of salt. So this is how we're going to do this. Just grab this, put it in the flour like so. Then you want to go into the egg, then back into the flour like so. Get them nice and covered, and then that's ready to go in the pan. So I'm going to get some of those done, and then we're going to get them over into the pan. Okay guys, so I think our oil's ready. Just going to drop these in here. Potatoes are looking good, guys. They're getting there. A few more minutes, they'll be done. Got one batch of meat done, another one in. All right, guys, we got all our meat there. Potatoes are just finishing up, and then we're gonna eat dinner. All right, guys, we got our potatoes here and our venison backstrap. Potatoes are a win. I've never had backstrap cooked this way. Wow, that's really tender. Holy smokes. Really tender, really moist. That's good. That's a good way to do it. Alright, I'm going to finish eating my food. And we're just going to find a movie or something to watch for the evening and hang out. Alright guys, so we've got everything all packed up in the track sleds. It's next morning, about 9:30. We're going to head out of here and see if we can make it down the mountain and get home. So I'll probably close out the video at the bottom of the hill, but we're gonna get on these things and see if we can get to the bottom. We got the cabin all cleaned up, it's all locked up, all the tires, or not tires, I sell tires for a living, but all the windows are shut, all that good stuff. So we're gonna head down the mountain and we'll get a little video of that for you. Back to the truck. It's a pretty bumpy ride on the old track sled. Those snowmobiles have put those moguls in there from hitting the gas. You get going on those things and that thing just starts bucking on you. Wears your arms out. You have to really go slow. We can only go probably just a little faster than what you could walk, I would say. We're probably going 6-7 miles an hour all the way down. But I got the job done.